I just wanted to say that humans are stupid. We live in a stupid society with a very stupid system. It's a stupid fucking place to be. As far as where I've come from, I've seen it where people have just whatever they want. Whatever they want. They're not targeted like I am. They've never been through what I've been through. And then they have no idea. They see me where I'm at, and they're like, oh, he did it to himself. Everything that happens to a person, it happens because they do it to themselves. Whatever. It's a lie. This world is just a decorative place to be. So decorative. When you're targeted in the fashion as I have, your own can't even coagulate with you correctly. But yeah, I look up and down the streets as I go around. You can tell it when people don't have any worries, or they're well taken care of, or however you want to see it. But I've never had such luck in my whole entire life. I've always had people like either gamed up on the responses of the evil, or if they have hearts, they're just gamed up as well. Like they're fucking dead. Or they gotta move away, or they end up crashed in their cars, or set up and don't remember anything. It's just a fucking dick world, dude. It is such a dick world. I'd do anything. Anything. Well, not anything, but I just feel like I'd do anything just to be able to take care of my lawn and take care of what I have and be able to just live. I've never been able to do that. Live life. Living life looks like you can smile. Living life looks like you can actually have people around you who care about you. Living life means that you can go and coagulate with people correctly. Living life means you don't have all of these gamed up adventures in your life, left and fucking right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all throughout your life. So I've never been able to live my own life. My own life would look a lot different. I feel my own life would, look like I actually had the opportunities with my own humanity to share, share within what people get to experience with each other. I haven't had such luck. Never in my life have I ever had a stable relationship that wasn't gamed up by proxy, or however you want to see it. Pretty fucking sad. Pretty fucking sad that, like, I came in this door that one day, like I explained before. Pretty fucking sad. And then they want to say that there's no crime. Oh, okay. I must have just done it to myself, huh? Bullshit. It's bullshit, dude. I wish that I could have a life. I wish that I could be supported. I wish that I could be supported to the factor of being supportive to others that are in unimaginable blight in their life. They probably don't even understand what's going on. And I didn't understand what was going on in Natalie's life. I mean, I felt like I did to a point, but she was in denial about it for a while, like as if those things are possible to happen. When people don't understand crime. They don't understand crime families. They don't understand criminology. They don't understand demonology. They don't understand gang stalking 101. let alone all the other classes that you'd have to kind of put yourself through to understand how to keep yourself alive. But my life has been gamed up. I would love the opportunity to be able to have my own life, have people in my life that care and support me and would want to see me actually thrive. But the Lord tells me that they're actually denying their own blessings, and that the Lord will tell them just fine what blessings that they denied. I believe there's even blessings I'm denying of other people based on my inability to get to them, or, you know, I don't know. It's based on a lot of inability. It's not based on what I think is like my actual heart, like wanting bad for people the way that these people would want for me. It had nothing to ever do with that, that's for sure. So I don't know, I just feel lost. I feel lost, I feel hurt. I feel what's the point in much of anything that I try and do, because what I put out there about my just the recent death attempts, and it gets 14 views now. I think the last I saw it, 14 views. It makes no fucking sense to me. None whatsoever. I mean, obviously, I know people's hearts are gamed up on love, or lust, and greed, and envy, and jealousy, and their hearts are corrupt, and everything in the Bible basically being true without them actually realizing, like, that the idea of the writing that people's hearts don't want anything better for another. I don't think it's to actually state that we're supposed to be, like, ruinous to other people's hearts, and that we're supposed to, like, side with the fact of, you know, making sure that other people's hearts are hurting so bad. We're supposed to be able to do what I consider heart work. Channeling the message to state that because our hearts in a physical form are corrupt in that way, that we're supposed to try and move differently. Not, let's just join the ranks of the world. No, we're not supposed to join the ranks of the world in the worldly ways. But I'm scared one day I'm gonna just die just the same way, and it's scary because, you know, there's a lot of fake stuff out here as far as religiosity and spirituality goes, and the fact of the matter is that nobody wants to look at it because it calls them back home to look at their own actions, their own selves, and no one actually wants to do that hard work. They just want to continue living in the flesh, where it's true, their hearts don't want anything better for anybody else than they want for themselves. But the fact of the matter is that it's not it's not like a map, like here's the map, you got to be this way. It's a map to suggest to be different than that. I'm so tired. I was about to fall asleep, right? And because it's such hardcore feelings to, like, to the emotional level of just being alone all the time and isolated, that my asking for friendship and love and support and fraternity in that fashion is just asking for too much, I guess. When I know it's out there, I know, like, one person could change my life. I just feel so alone that it literally startles me in my sleep and wakes me up. like the instant I'm falling asleep, like. No, no, no one to like, just know what I've been through, to like be there for me. And then they're like, he cries so much online, he needs he's depressed, he needs depression medication. I'm really worried about him. No, you're not. No, you're not. Put it away. The last thing a person needs when they're dealing with a crime of that magnitude is a false sense of happiness created by a pill. Like, let's just put happiness inside of the, you know, uptake inhibitors, SSRIs, and we'll fix your norepinephrine. We'll fix it. Meanwhile, you're being targeted to fucking Fucktown. So I basically like I've parted from the idea I'll ever be a drummer again, which sucks because I was a killer drummer. Definitely not when I was arsenicked. But yeah, I was a killer drummer, and if I was left alone, fashions of not being targeted by my own, I'd be a lot further in life. That's for damn sure. I never had my mind to even think as creatively as I had been when I was able to come back to, and like really working hard on it, to tell you the truth. But no one cares about even those things. I mean, I'm not nobody, but definitely not enough people make anything matter in my life. These people, these pedophile communities, the Freemasons, the liars, the deceivers, of this world, in bed with all of the evil, basically don't even want me to have one page of one of my notebooks. They want to take away all of my life. All of the availability to it and everything else. And the reasons are clear to me now. Why? Their conscience has got to be like a wreck ship. And it's pretty clear to me when I like go live and post content or whatever. They're just I mean, maybe not so much anymore, but they were. And I've been hiding their accounts now and just getting rid of them, because if I ever went viral and there was a bunch of trolls, I wouldn't really care. But that they're gonna be there, bunch of fucking worms trying to like make sure that you don't get to live the organic life that you're after. But I don't know, I just wish that life was different is all. I wish that I could feel joy. True joy. Not one of these. A pharmaceutical industry joy, like, or happiness or whatever. What? Let's just put a bunch of maniety into a person so that you have to fill out the paperwork from the system and stuff like that, and every so often you're going to run into, oh, well, you have insurance on file, but it's not active. So you have to go back and make sure that you talk to your whatever. Well, then you're putting a bunch of chemicals inside of the body that are addictive, number one. Number two, you're leaving that maniety alone, and then they actually want to like build up around it to like hurt people. That's what happened in the Columbine shooting. Every single one of those kids, every single one, did not have medication for that very reason. And I've dealt with that feeling. It's the worst feeling to ever feel. And because I read about it, I knew what I was dealing with, but I just thought to myself, if I didn't know that, you don't think that I would be in a reactionary state of mind to like move about differently to where these fucking shit brigade popos can just come and corral you? But that's all it is. It's about corralling people. Anyway. No one understands what I'm saying. No one understands what I've gone through. They think that it's just too far-fetched. No people are that evil that would happen, right? So maybe I'll just read from some of my old writing here. Don't want a part of anything or anyone. Don't want to see life like it is anymore. Don't want a dead soul inside of a dead body of this person who doesn't care. I think that was like pills. Because I do care. Doesn't consist of anything real. Doesn't see how you'd feel. Doesn't understand what I'd stick around for, or where a person tries. A person dies. A person grows and another one fades. A person cries and a person yells. A person hates while another one loves. A person kills what's left inside. A person can't comprehend all that was done. A person wise and another dumb. Don't want a piece of the pie or anything at all. Don't want a piece of existence that pulls out all. All that was true, hidden in the truth of all that you knew is true. Don't want this face. Don't want this material that comforts me. Doesn't make me feel any more real. And yet I get confused. I just don't want to care anymore. No one cares. Everybody dies. No one's real. Everyone's gone too far fake. No one wants to be fair. Everyone cheats. No one really wants me to be free. Everyone wants me to be me, but no one always gets away. Everyone always fades. I don't want to lie. Don't want to cheat. Don't want to play this game that we all play. Don't want to pretend that I was someone I'm not. Don't want to steal. Don't want to become. Everyone saw me, who I am today. Round to the motion, just like the day before. It was a stream to hear me, too rude to understand that there was this mess inside of me, clearly. And I think it was the mess of not knowing that I was being arsenic, not knowing what was going on in my reality, like. I don't want to lie. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to cry. Don't want to say all that was on my mind. Don't want to see all of the hurt I don't want to say, or I don't want to stay. Don't want to stray. Don't want to love. Don't want to hate. Don't want the discomfort of this fate. Don't want to date, but I don't want to be late. I don't want the wind, dusk blowing all of the time. Don't want to get buried by the ground itself. Don't want to see all the faces turned down and out. Don't want to see myself blowing away this way. Just going away. Knowing, unknowing. Don't want to be touched. Don't want to be loved. Don't want to be loved. Don't want to feel here at all. Don't want to stay alive, but I don't want to die. All of the time. Don't want to feel myself wretched inside. crying all of the time and pretending that we're all alive when we're all dead. Don't want to feel the causes of my life. Don't want to have the effects. Don't want it to be. I don't want to see. I don't want to touch, see, smell, or hear. I don't want to battle that hope that one day I'll get you near. Don't want to be told something that it wasn't, 'cause I wanted you to feel better, 'cause I didn't, and I don't. I don't want to talk to anyone anymore. They just don't get it. Just don't want to shine with the sunshine, to float up where everyone else is gone. I just don't want to care about that fake skin, that fake body, that fake world that was building me up against a fake attitude and a reality on the side. All of their mottos are irrelative. They don't want to hear this. Not at all. No one's television was too rich. No one says no one's the shit. They think they are. Everyone's just a prick or some bitch. No one gives a shit. No one's money. No one's somebody else's to pretend they're the pieces of that shit. And everyone's dead as it seems, underneath their skin. Dead as sin. Everyone seems. Can't see underneath it all. We do, and still we let it all take control of you all. An official reality, sentenced to death underneath the skin, rotting and sulking within, dead underneath that skin. Don't want a dream, don't want a gleam of successions, don't want a part of anything that was all of this fake reality of it all. The truth in it all. All they ever lied about was just to secretify all that we've ever wanted, where it was sentenced to die. Because all of this truth was sacrificed to a hidden file, some youth. What's wrong here? Because no one's truly happy anymore, feeling so absorbed into a castaway shell where all I do is turn from here. But then how do I redo this part of my life? I'm left for nowhere, feeling surrounded of emptiness, feeling like I hated life, feeling all of this emotionally, motionless as I stare, muttering into some other stuff about friendships and ponderings in my head, feeling all of that peace, feeling torn up like I should be, feelings out of space, like I should be feeling out of space, getting all messed up. Because all the drugs and booze that surround us dead, that devil woman, like a hump in the mad, angry style. I'm not going to read what I wrote here. Wow. When life was just like that, sex and pain just to fuck it all away. When one day, day out and day in, just for pleasure or at all. Made the wrong choice, the wrong lifestyle, the wrong choices and the wrong. I guess I'm all wrong, right? Wrong in the head is dead. Love is dead. Wrong in all that's said, when the pleasure is fake from when you start until the end, and when it's all finally over and done with from the beginning, when it's all we'd ever want to do. Yeah, it's broken. It's very broken. Good God. Oh. When to see that kind of broken sex, our broken hearts, is not filling up and mending, instead of it's leaving us inside dead. Yet every day you tend to stay. I don't know how I'd ever wanted it, or how I'd ever wanted it to stay. But it made for a father figure that I couldn't bear to sit around and watch all that I questioned in life. I couldn't answer to that child I felt inside. I felt fucked. Fucked up like a demon that waits for an eternity, waits for a sound and waits for another crusty tear to fall off into the ground, shed for that wait for an eternal, depart from this material world, depart from that place that I wanted to feel, love. I felt real maybe once or twice, but if I ever felt like that, like I've ever needed that moment was just a fluttering aside, gone, in a room left to be spoken for a long time. I'm not going to read the rest of this. If you ask me, it's because all of it points to me is to the arsenic abuse. And I just can't. I just can't. If I had it my way, I would be changing these things into cathartic release projects like I wanted to do. But I can't even do that now because fuck, everyone's unglued. They're unglued to a reality that just doesn't exist at all. They think it's reality, but it's all gamed up. It's all gamed up for the devil's sake, for the evil to continue being that way. So anyway, when I first went outside there was I flicked on the light, I opened the door, there that cat is, and I feel like these cats are trying to run away from home, which is next door. The one little one, I think, is the one that broke through that screen. And the screen was so old that all it would have needed to do was jump on it one time, you know. No one has the correct money. No one has the correct life to give care and give love to a supportive effort where people are just left, lost, down and out, and alone. So I got like a field growing. I had a friend, but he's just not a friend. He was a campaign artist meant to keep me poisoned, keep me within proxy, and this, like, even without the poisons, what they were doing to me was just phenomenally fucked up and insane. They were spiritually, emotionally, physically gaslighting, creating the warfare of just word salads of abuse as if you're already gone, you're just taken care of. And then people automatically think, well, what did you do to deserve it? What did you do that they would want to do these things to you? Well, that's not a... Well, what did Jesus do? Ask that question. What did Jesus do? What did he actually do that deserved all of them 39 lashes and probably way more than that, with legitimately the whips on the backs of it having the hooks that like legitimately have the cups in them to like rip out little parts of that man's back just to throw him up on that cross and shove nails in his feet and in his hands, the crown with a crown of barbed wire or whatever around his head. Like, who the fuck would think that guy did anything to deserve that pain? Are you insane? Okay, so I guess I did something to deserve it, right? No, the fact of the matter is that none of us deserve the pain that is in this world going to Christ. I just wish that we could all coagulate properly and go, instead of having 5G going up into the flower of life, we actually go out and sing to the Lord in the flower of life. There's a frequency that's there, that's being ignored, completely ignored. Our DNA shares that same flower of life. Everything, from this wood to the uh, I don't know, down to the molecular level of everything you see. And then and maybe besides some plastics and stuff like that, I don't know as far as that stuff goes, but as far as anything that's growing out the ground, it grows up in the flower of life. It grows up with the flower of life. So I just think that humanity in and of itself is not getting things right out here, and it never has. And like, why do we all have to die without getting it to actually experience that joy and zest for life? Because it's like ripped away from you at a very young age. At least it was for me. And I've just never gotten to be free from it. And it was very much more abusive than what people could imagine. Because if you don't have your mind, and you don't know that you don't have your mind, I don't know, you're being covertly attacked. And you're just left to like figure it out until, you know, umpteen attacks later. Not umpteen, I'd say a lot of attacks later, you're realizing you're fighting a war that is very spiritual. It's a spiritual warfare against you, and that you got to figure it out. But something is definitely happening to you. You just can't quite put your finger on it. You can't put your words to it. And each and every single time that you try, by the time you get to that piece of paper and a pen, you're just crying over a blank page. Legitimately, I have pages where I can see my old tears. So obviously they wanted to rip away my life from limb to limb, and not able to breathe in my own skin. You can't do anything when you're dying and you're suffocating down to the cellular level in that way. And that's exactly what it was. Because if I could hold you up underwater, or that's not saying it the right way, but if someone was able to hold you up underneath the water and not allow you to breathe, by the time you do get that air, you're going to see the stars. Well, that's exactly what was happening in just my reality. In and of itself, every single cell hurt. It hurt to be touched. It hurt to lie down. It hurt to sit. It hurt to move. It hurt. Just everything hurt. And you can't explain it because you don't have your reasoning skills to explain it. So when these Freemasons say, oh, there's nothing nefarious going on and no one's going to be like this guy on my Facebook, no one's going to like come to your aid with the whole pity party going on. It's not a fucking pity party, dude. I'm talking about a crime that you don't fucking even get. You don't understand. As if you have a fucking brain cell at all left after what you've done to your own self. Sorry, that's crude. That's mean. I get it, but I'm pretty mad that people just don't have the idea of thinking that I have the right to come out and suggest that I've been being covertly poisoned up in that way, and then treated like shit. So if I could be with that Pocahontas or something, I don't know. I just want love in my life. And I feel like I absolutely deserve it. Even if it's for 2 days, 22 days, 222 days, or 2 years or 22 years that I got left to live, or whatever it is. And instead, I feel the same things I felt, kind of in a different way than that writing I was just reading off to you. But, you can see my goals are prevalent, and they would matter, not only to myself, but if I was able to do my lyrical value just in and of itself. And then these people just want to steal it away from you. And they're not going to be able to do it. That's all I'm going to say. They're not. They can go ahead and try and steal from somebody else's work and be like, I'm going to make this thing. It's such a brilliant idea. It'll never be the same. That's all I'm going to say. So if I die and they create a niche off all of my content, it'll never be the same. But never give up. I'm not giving up. I'm just tired of fighting on my own without any love and support that can come from anyone else but other targeted individuals who at times don't even know that they are targeted individuals. They just think that this is life. This is what we face. Who am I to do anything to change it? You're supposed to want to change things that are horrible. One other guy says, don't you know that there's arsenic in cigarettes? Yeah, don't you know that there's arsenic in fucking apple seeds? And there's other places that people are able to get arsenic from, but I don't know where them all are or where receipts are and how they do their sciences or whatever, but it's not this that wipes you up all out of state where you don't have your reasoning skills and you're literally suffocating to the cellular level. Besides, these things have nicotine in them, and nicotine is actually really good for you, coming to find out. That's why they're trying to boycott natural things, because, well, and they're not natural, you see. They put a lot of chemicals in these things now. Formaldehyde and whatever else is in cigarettes. I don't know what's all in cigarettes, but they're not as natural as having the tobacco plant, the tobacco leaf, with no additives and chemicals included. You know, it's just not the same. Everything that's been made to have natural remedy has been stolen away from us. That's why over 90% of medications stem from the cannabidiols and the things that are in the same drug that they're telling you that is a drug, cannabis. Well, if cannabis is such a drug, then and it's like it was graded a stronger narcotic or worse on the chart than cocaine. Well, you're getting things way backwards because number one, canna was mentioned in the Bible as being the thing that heals the world, heals the nations. And if you can't put two and two together there, I don't know. But if you do put two and two together, you'll realize and you'll come to find in your own studies that the oils that was used on Mary Magdalena's feet was frankincense, myrrh, and cannabis oil. Now, can you get those three things? Can you? Can you really? Are they organic? Are they not gamey? So, you see that we're being stripped from the very thing that the Bible's talking about that heals us and legitimately has healing ability. So, this is the same reason why holistic doctors are and have been being murdered. And, I guess they were just so suicidal that they got privy with it by getting a knife in their back, like right where they couldn't reach. And, just so happened to be face down in a pond or whatever. But the article that I read was like verbatim, like it was suicide, and it was his time, and he had, prior mental health things going on or whatever. Oh, okay. I'm gonna believe that. I'm gonna believe that. Fucking whatever. The fucking shit artists, man. So I campaign for life, true living. But it's just, it's the fact that with what's happened to me, If I can't get charity, but some bimbo girl can jump in a truck and have $10,000 thrown at her, whatever. I've been asking on and off for charity. Like when I couldn't ask for charity, it was because I couldn't legitimately utilize my time to do that. I had to work really hard, and I thought I needed double the money that I could even get to like hopefully get out of this mess. And I don't even know if it would have been enough then, being gamed up in ways that I was by my own brother, stealing away my $4,000 there, being the most shitty fucking person in my life. Oh, there's nothing nefarious to see here. Nothing going on. Bullshit. Bullshit. So just damn it, dude. Can you help me? Can you help me figure out humanity and their hearts? Like real, true, honorable, forthright, and forthcoming hearts that care. Can you do that with me? Would you be willing to partake with me on that mission? It's open source. It's just a hashtag HEARTWERKS, or however you want to spell Heartworks. You can spell it HERTWORKS, or you could spell it HARTWORX, or however you want. Do Heartworks with me. It's like light work. Only it's a small portion that I believe is really important, and that's your heart's chakra of care. Where I've been concerned, I think it's a big deal, and it should be a big deal to people, because my heart has been in places that my mind can't comprehend, to get my mind out to my words. And these people will be like, well, use your words. Why can't you use your words? Like fucking all of them. All of them. I'm not going to mention names. I've said their names. They should be utterly gutter trash, like ashamed of themselves for who the fuck they've been in my life. You're not going to sell me up on a love's value with your audacity being sold to you from Walmart. And I say it that way is to be creative, but I mean the audacity that's going around in the world, it must be on sale somewhere. People get a great life. Not anything gamed up, seemingly gamed up at all. They read the same content, they look at the same stuff that you and I look at, but they're on the shit camp artists shit show brigade, and they don't really care about what happens to targeted individuals. They know that they're targeted. And if it ever gotten found out, and then, oh, like, you know, all of the pieces of my life were like, I could get them back. Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. But yeah, it's a crime against me at large that I was supposed to flop down to the ground that day and die, and I would have if I wasn't moving the way I was with whatever that they were giving me. And at least I know it for myself, and I believe wholeheartedly God does too. So that's what I'm going on, and I just hope that I can reach some supportive efforts out here coming from the humanity that's sold to me as if they're so like, oh, we're a caring group, and there's community, and there's nothing nefarious to see here. But the fact of the matter is that if you do a log equation, and I learned this from a guy today, but if you do a long equation and you just forget to carry one of those ones, or do something like that, then the whole rest of the problem is wrong, and the answer you're going to get is wrong. So that's what's happened with these people that are putting up the cloths between you and the Lord, going to the Lord about repentance. There's nothing in the way of that. And like, you don't have to go to some man or some bishop or some whatever to repent of your sins. And mind you, oftentimes I don't think you're going to be repenting of your actual sins. If you are, and if they are, they're going to be putting themselves in jail. So I don't think anyone's going to really be doing that. So it's a difficult place to be in. I just wish that I could get a life. I worked really hard to get to where I was, and where I am now, and just where I have been, and everything like that, and just having loss after loss after loss after loss, not being able to figure out how to move away from it, because they say, well, move away from the people that are doing it to you. Yeah, it's real smart thing. You got to do that. You have to do that. Really, you have to. But the fact of the matter is that you can't move away from your own identity being stolen from you, hijacked, hacked, performed on, destiny swapped, satanic ritual abuses all over the place. And then where do you get a cop to care? Can you get a cop to care? About real crime? Before the person ends up dead, because then it's like murder, that has been long initiated and long planned for. So I'm looking for help out here. I'm on Cash App, Chase Your Dreams Today, all one word, and you'll find me. Otherwise, if you want to support me and be my friend on Facebook, add me on Facebook. And I have a very couple short paragraphs that doesn't cover. They don't give you enough words to cover like what I'm actually trying to say. So I've been meaning to make a video to attach it in there, but I don't know if any of it will help. And honestly, I don't want to feel like, I don't know, I'm going to die of a broken heart times all of the stuff that have happened to me and whatnot. So I go to the Lord, and I go to the Lord with really heavy prayers. And I hope that you all do too. I hope that even my enemies turn from their, I don't know, whatever shit camp artists design crafting out over my life in that fashion, and that they do something right for a change. But I just don't think that they have it within them to do that. I don't. But yeah, my chest hurts. I'm gonna quit talking now. And hopefully I can actually get to sleep and die this way. I don't want to die this way. It would be very, very unfair if I died this way. Can you understand that? It would be very, very unfair if I died this way. Can you understand that? Or would you just see it as, he did it to himself? All of the covert arsenic abuse. You know what I did? You know what I did wrong? I didn't learn how to walk first. To be able to go grab a knife. And been tried as a fucking 3-year-old or 4-year-old or whatever. Killing his father. That's what I did wrong.